Coming up next on Sports Edge, defending state champion Pius looked to remain unbeaten against Beatrice. Nebraska was at home for the second straight week. We'll have highlights from the Skurs and Vandy. We'll go inside Menifee's gym to get a closer look at pro boxer Tony Menifee. Prash Activity Center was abuzz with volleyball's LPS Classic, and our athlete of the week is the driving force behind Northeast Rocket Softball. Our diligent staff has worked hard to bring you Sports Edge next.
Sports Edge is sponsored by Amoco. We've got Lincoln covered. Lawler's, real gear for real players. Anderson Ford, Nebraska's discount superstore. Sports World, the name says it all.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Seacrest Field and tonight's
again, and welcome to Sports Edge. I'm Tim Bourke. Pius and Beatrice went into Friday's contest with undefeated records tied atop the District 3 standings. Here's Kasey Marler to tell us who would make it to 3-0 in our Tracy's Body Shop Game of the Week.
It was homecoming over at Pius on Friday night, and from my experience, the dance just a little more fun with one in the win column. Standing in the way of the weekend festivities, the 2-0 Beatrice Orangemen. Stands full with the green and gold as usual over at Pius on Friday night. The Thunderbolts wasted little time. First drive, a 3rd and 6 play. Billy Arth gets the call and rambles 20 yards down to the Orangemen 25-yard line. A few plays later, Arth would get the call again. This time on the option, takes the pitch, finds Pater. Pius up 6-zip at the extra point, 7-0 Bolts. Then the defense would get in the action. Brian Farley picks off this Jesse Reeves pass, and Pius was back in business. The Thunderbolts quickly turned that into points. On the toss sweep near side, Billy Arth, how many times have we seen it breaking tackles the whole way? 60 yards in the touchdown. Pius at 14-zip. This guy real happy. Pius would cap off the first half scoring. Bill Arth gets the call again, this time off the right side. Rambles in from 8 yards. And the team's headed into the locker room. Thunderbolts up 21-zip.
1996 is Miss Alicia McCall.
In the second half, Pius would have their trouble. On the option, pitch gets away from Arth. Beatrice jumps on it, and the Orangemen would quickly turn that into points. Jay Yurka gets the call from a yard out, dives in, extra point fails, 21-6 Pius. Very next drive, the Thunderbolts go 60 yards in 3 plays, capped off by this nice run by Paul Castle. Pius back out in front, 28-6. Back come the Orangemen again. This time, Yurka gets the call up the middle, makes the nice run, breaking tackles the whole way. The Orangemen would go for the double extra point, and just like that, it was 28-14 Pius. Pius had a hard time stopping Beatrice in the second half. Orangemen driving again. This time they go deep, but Justin Hoffman is there to make the interception on the 2-yard line to deny Beatrice. 3 plays and out. Beatrice got the ball again, drove down inside the 10 when they'd shoot themselves in the foot. This fumble by Yurka is recovered by Pius, and they turn that into points. Castle makes the nice tough run, breaks outside. He would go 75 yards for the final score of the game. Pius wins 34-14.
Turnovers were a big part of the game for us because we had turned the ball over to them, and they were able to capitalize and score, and we needed to get some turnovers just to kind of take away the momentum, and we're fortunate that we got some.
The Sports Edge Game of the Week is brought to you by Tracy's Body Shop. They do what they promise at Tracy's.
When we return, we take you to Menifee Gym to meet pro boxer tough Tony Menifee and some highlights from the LPS Volleyball Tournament. Don't wander away.
Being the best takes practice. It also takes the right gear. At Lawler's Sporting Goods, we have what it takes. Lawler's has been the sports leader in service, selection, and great value for 100 years. Lawler's, a century of sports.
Villager, 1500, 1500. Sable, 1000, 1000. Going, going, gone.
The Mercuries are going fast during the Going, Going, Gone clearance. So get going before you miss $1,000 cash back on Mercury Sable. More room, more style than Camry or Accord. $1,500 cash back on Mercury Villager, #1 in loyalty in its class. Hurry while we have one in your color. So get going now, because some of the year's best incentives are going, going, gone. Dean Brothers Lincoln Mercury, 1835 West O, Lincoln.
Welcome back to Sports Age. Lincoln boxer Tony Menifee has spent his life in the gym. Now at the age of 24, Menifee is just working and waiting for his chance at the big time.
Speed, punching power. It takes a lot harder and longer to train. Boxing can be a very tough sport. It's tough if you want to make it, though. But right now, I do own the IBC Junior Middleweight America's title. I've been told, for quite a while, that big things are going to happen. Well, I'm just being patient. Boxing would die in Lincoln if it wasn't for Ray Menifee, and he has tried to help out numerous amounts. Always kept a gym running as far as I can remember for 20-some years now. We've got a numerous amount of amateurs, silver gloves, golden glove fighters, and probably a stable of 20 professional fighters that come and go periodically. For me, he's been a real inspiration too, because I think he pushes me harder than he does the other kids in the gym, because he wants to see me succeed. I find myself when I'm in the gym trying to train and spar with myself and other guys, I'm too busy just training myself, and I stop and I start trying to train other guys and trying to help them. Because I can pick apart another fighter real easy. When you're in the ring doing it, it's another story. But I can sit outside the ring and be a great coach.
That leg lock. Stand up, really start from the lock, bend your knee.
I don't want to fight forever, but as long as I can keep fighting and I can keep winning, I'm going to want to do it. If I don't have accomplished what I want by then, I'll hang it up.
The Nebraska golf team is in Kansas this week. The Huskers won the Air Force Invite a week ago by defeating Big 12 opponents Iowa State, Kansas State, Missouri, Kansas, and Texas Tech. The Huskers will compete in the Kansas Invite through tomorrow. The Nebraska softball team is in the middle of its fall season. The Huskers competed in the State Farm Nationals over the weekend. Head coach Rhonda Revel has a group of youngsters entering the '96 season. Nebraska will compete in the Big 12 Fall Classic October 4th through the 6th. Finally, on the Big Red Beat, the NU soccer team continues to climb the top 25 ranking after wins over Oral Roberts and Loyola Marymount a week ago. The 10th-ranked Huskers turned their attention toward Colorado College and Vanderbilt.
NU looked to remain unbeaten against the Vanderbilt Commodores yesterday afternoon, and they got off to a good start. Just 16 minutes and 28 seconds into the match, Carrie Uppinghouse would take this feed, make the nice run down the near side. The cutback left all alone, find the back of the net, and this one put the Huskers up 1-0. Nebraska had a golden opportunity to make it 2-0 when Kristen Gay got a free kick, but it was denied, and as we went into halftime, it was still just 1-0 Huskers. In the second half, Huskers go up 2-0 at the 73-44 mark. When Jenny Benson finds the back of the net, Huskers comfortably out in front by 2, but Vanderbilt's Katie Pfeiffer changed that 16 seconds later. One of her 2 goals on the day, game tied at 2, under 2 minutes to play. Nebraska gets another golden opportunity for the win in regulation when freshman Lindsay Edelman beats the defender, but her ball sails high, and we go to overtime. The game would see 2 overtimes when Benson would have the corner kick. Uppinghouse is there for the header, and Huskers win 3-2 in double overtime. They're still undefeated on the season.
The state's best volleyball teams were at the Prosh Activity Center this weekend for the LPS Invite. Norfolk and Lincoln Northeast led the group trying to dethrone reigning champion Bellevue West.
They would meet the winner of the other semifinal between Lincoln Northeast and the mighty Bellevue West Thunderbirds. The Rockets rolling thanks to this kill by Mary Mercer. And then game point, game one. One more Mercer kill, and the Rockets stunned Bellevue West in game one. After the Thunderbirds took game two and took a commanding lead in game three, Northeast came back. Mercer on the serve. This block put the Rockets within one. They would take a 12-10 lead. And they would get another kill, this time by Laura Evans, to make it 14-10. And the ace by junior Sarah Westing. And the Rockets stunned Bellevue West in 3 games. And it was on to the finals to take on Papio. Speaking of the finals between Northeast and Papio, the Rockets would come out a little sluggish in game one. They would drop game one to the Monarchs. But Northeast comes back to win their third game contest of the day. The Rockets are your 1996 Lincoln Public Schools champion.
Elissa Neal represents everything right with sports today. The Northeast softball standout plays the game with intensity, but never forgets the game is supposed to be fun. 2 ingredients that make Neal our CableVision Athlete of the Week.
Elissa Neal has been playing the game of softball all her life. Her accomplishments are many, including an All-City and honorable mention All-State selection a year ago. The Northeast junior is comfortable in the batting cage, batting over 300 this year, but her true love is in the field.
It's mainly you when you're out there. I mean, the ball gets hit to you, and either you make the error or you don't.
She's very intelligent, and academically and on the field. It falls over into the field. So I think the shortstop's a great position for her. She's also seen a lot of action during catcher during the summer.
Neal was selected co-captain by her teammates this year, a position she's not uncomfortable with, even as a junior.
But I see her as a very vocal leader. She likes to get the girls pumped up, I think, because she enjoys it so much. She likes to get everybody else up also.
I'm the first one to yell. I mean, if we do something good, you know, it's like, whoo, we did something good, you know, I'm the first one. And if we did something bad, I'm the first one to turn the ump and say, you called that for what reason, you know?
Elissa's talents are many, but what sets her apart is not her speed or quickness, but her attitude for the game.
It takes one person to get the team pumped up, and if that one person's pumped up, the whole team's pumped up, and then, you know, everybody wants to win.
Reporting for Sports Edge, I'm Kasey Marler.
When we return, highlights from Wesleyan's home opener with Colorado College. But first, here's the Globe scoreboard.
I pride myself on attention to detail. That's what being a professional is all about. That's why I take my dry cleaning to Globe Quality Cleaners. They pay attention to detail on every piece of clothing they handle. That ensures me of the quality and service I expect. The decision is simple: Globe Quality Cleaners.
Take every chance you can get to Amoco and play Ride of Your Life. You could win free gas, a United Airlines global tour, even a new Pontiac Grand Prix GTP. There's lots of prizes and lots of chances, so stop by Amoco any way you can.
When you're shopping for sporting goods, you've got to shop for names you can trust. Stacy's Locker Room is more than a name. It's a family that knows sports and knows Lincoln. Whether you're looking for children's athletic wear or his first letter jacket, Stacy's has the selection and knowledge to get you into the gear that's right for the job. Stacy's also offers screen printing and embroidery to get your team looking good and playing great. For you, your team, and your family. Stacy's Locker Room, 47th and Prescott.
Identify your car. Ready, set, go. You sell your car, get it fixed here. World Motor Works has factory-trained technicians for all foreign and domestic automobiles. World Motor Works, 17th and N Street, Lincoln.
Welcome back to Sports Edge. The Wesleyan volleyball team debuted in the ABC Top 15 last week. The 12th-ranked Plains women took second in the Wesleyan Invite last weekend. Carrie Broomfeld was named to the all-tournament team. The senior recorded a team-high 15 kills and 17 digs in the championship match against Peru State. The team hosts Doane College on Thursday night. Soccer and football kept Able Stadium abuzz over the weekend. The Plainsmen's soccer team hosted Concordia yesterday afternoon, while Brian Keller held his coaching home opener against Colorado College.
It was a gorgeous day for football on Saturday afternoon. The Plainsmen taking on Colorado College. Wesleyan down 7-3, doing it with the D. Nick Sather gets the sack right here, forcing the Tigers to punt. Then the Plainsmen would run the 2-minute drill to perfection. Dustin Olds finds Chad Weimhoff to pick up 10. But the Sean Sackett field goal from 35 yards out misses wide right. And as we headed into the break, it was still 7-3 Tigers. Plainsmen get the first big break of the second half when Greg Parr gets this INT off the tip pass and runs it down to the Colorado College 28-yard line. Drive would fail. Tigers take over. And sophomore Ezra Jones carries the lion's share of the load. And this Kasey Frazier field goal put the Tigers up 10-3. Lead extended in the fourth quarter on this Mike Johnson to Jeremy Close TD pass. Colorado College up 16-3. But then Plainsmen mounted a comeback. Olds would find Weimhoff. Watch this play, ball tipped, and he caught it anyways, all the way down to the Colorado College 5-yard line. A few plays later, the two would hook up on a more conventional route. The fade pattern put the Plainsmen within a touchdown. The Wesleyan Plainsmen last drive of the game, 4th and ball game. Olds on a 4th and 9 play, breaks 3 tackles, gets to the outside, and somehow wills himself to the first down marker. But that's as close as the Plainsmen would get. Colorado College defense stiffens on this 4th and 10 play. Ball falls harmlessly, and the Plainsmen drop a heartbreaker. Your final, 16-10.
Lincoln High had a short week to prepare for Fremont. The Lynx looked to showcase their offense on Thursday night, hosting the 0-2 Tigers.
Lincoln High 1-1 going into their contest with Fremont. Head coach Eric Knoll saw his team go up 3-zip when they tried the old razzle-dazzle. But Marcus Gotchel fumbles, and Fremont would turn that into points. 3 drives and the field goal. This knotted the game up at 3 in the first quarter. Lincoln High would answer, though, on the shoulders of running back Justin Lozano. Here Lozano makes the good, tough run off the left side, breaks 3 Fremont tackles all the way up to midfield. A few plays later, it would be Lozano again, this time off the right side, bounces outside, gets to the corner, all the way down to the Fremont 35-yard line. And 3 plays later, who's going to get the call? Lozano again, this time off the left side, just gets over the goal line. This put the Lynx up 10-3. Lincoln High had the ball late in the first half. This is the final play of the half. The long pass down the sidelines. But time runs out and we go to the break. 10-3 Lynx. A battle of field position in the second half. Then the Lynx got the better of it. Watch this great punt. And Lincoln High would down it at the Fremont half-yard line. The Tigers do a good job at getting out of the hole, though. They start with the quarterback sneak, ultimately get the ball all the way out to the 45-yard line, and that would change the momentum of the game. Then late in the fourth quarter, this long touchdown pass for Fremont, a broken coverage, and this put the Tigers within 1 point of Lincoln High. Instead of going for the tie, the Tigers choose to go for the win. And the double extra point off the right side is good. And Fremont escapes with the 11-10 victory.
Hockey season is a mere 5 days away. Here's Kasey with more on the last week of preparation for the Lincoln Stars.
This week's Stars update is short and sweet one. Lincoln got their first win of the year over the weekend, taking a 5-2 decision from Rochester in the Buck Bowl. The Stars begin the regular season on Saturday when they travel to Sioux City. Lincoln will be at full strength. We'll have highlights and comments from that game next Monday. For now, we'll send you back to the studio with more of Tim Bourke.
The Lincoln Stars Update is brought to you by Sweet 9 Lounge. Before and after the Stars match, we're your fun time place.
When we come back, Lincoln Northeast puts its number 2 ranking on the line and the plays of the week in this week's edition of Lincoln's Best.
Anderson Ford is clearing out all their 96 models to make room for the 1997s. Prices on new Ford cars and trucks have been cut to the bone. You'll save thousands.
How many thousands?
Right now at Anderson Ford, you can save thousands on brand new 96 Ford F-150s and save on new Ford Tauruses with payments as low as $199 a month. It's year-end clearance time at Anderson Ford.
The savings at Anderson Ford have never been greater.
Go, 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 go!
To Amigos! Now through September 30th, with every purchase of a combo meal or a dinner, receive a kid's meal free. And while you're there, pick up a coloring sheet. Bring it back and pick up another one. Every coloring picture is entered in Amigos drawing for a Nebraska starter jacket or a Pentium 133 multimedia computer system from InfoLink Computers.
Go for the food, go for the fun, go for Amigos!
This is what a new CD sounds like. This is what a used CD sounds like. Once again, new CD, used CD. You get the point. At Disco Round, we buy and sell used CDs. Thousands of used CDs from $2.99 to $7.99, all with our 100% guarantee to play like new. When it comes to CDs, what's the point of buying new? Disco Round, the real deal every day.
Disco Round, 50th and O Street, Lincoln.
There's a rhythm to riding out here. Part of it's in your mind, part of it's your body. And a whole lot comes from the bike you ride. Trek. Bicycles engineered for the way you ride.
CycleWorks at 27th and Vine. Call 475-BIKE.
We're back with more Sports Edge. What a show Lincoln High and Bourke put on Tuesday night. The two softball teams put on a 9-inning thriller over at Bear Park.
Lincoln High head coach Sam Sharp saw a wild one on Tuesday night. The Lynx hosting Bourke, and Lincoln High got a great performance from sophomore pitcher Megan Schneider, one of 5 strikeouts on the night. The Lynx get on the board first in the bottom of the third. Aaron Lothrop gets the RBI, driving home Sherry Stewart. Just like that, Lynx up 1-0. Bourke would tie it up in the 4th inning. With Joy Mertz in scoring position, she would come around on this base hit to left. Stacy Freed makes the nice diving chance, but Bourke ties it up 1 apiece. A scary moment in the top of the 5th inning. Lincoln High third baseman Nicole Sessler gets hit with a line drive. She would shake it out, stay in the ball game. No doubt the inspiration for this play. Go-ahead run coming around to score, but Stacy Freed makes the perfect throw to the plate. Bulldogs denied, still 1 apiece. Lincoln High with a chance to win in the bottom of the 7th, but this ground out with 2 outs stops the Link rally. On to the 9th with the bases loaded. Schneider would walk in Mertz to put the Bulldogs up 2-1. Bottom of the 9th, Joy Hartsgrove at second. Nicole Gabriel House would single to center, but there's that girl again. Joy Mertz makes the perfect throw to the plate. And Bourke gets the pickle taken care of. They escape out of town with the 2-1 victory.
Still plenty more football on Friday night. Lincoln East looked for win number 1 against Columbus. Then Saturday, Northeast tried to make North Platte their 3rd victim of the year.
Columbus expected a blowout going into Friday night's game with Lincoln East, but the Spartans had other plans. First drive of the game, quarterback Aaron Brown rolls out and finds Nick Bratt for the 9-yard gain. Spartans couldn't move the ball, so they were forced to punt. Lincoln East held Columbus for a season-low 164 yards rushing with some smothering defense all night long. Discovers played a little defense, too. This Brown pass picked off by Greg Hunt to keep the game scoreless after the first quarter. Second quarter, Columbus quarterback Sam Gutz gained 16 yards on the bootleg to put the Discoverers in scoring position at the 15-yard line. Big play for the Spartans on 3rd and goal from the 8. Bratt making the touchdown, saving tackles just short of the goal line. 4th and goal, Kelly Grogger with the easy chip shot. Misses wide right. It remains scoreless at the half. But Lincoln East bid for the upset. Comes up just short. Columbus wins this one, 7-0. Pick up the action in the first half. Rockets up 7-0 when North Platte's Eric Jorgensen rumbles 65 yards down the near side, all the way down to the Northeast 10-yard line where he's stopped by David Mercer. The Northeast D stiffens, but the Bulldogs cut into the 7-0 lead with this 20-yard field goal. Still 7-3 Rockets. Late first half, Rockets on the move. Ryan Masick on the option. He would pick up 8 down to the North Platte 30-yard line. Then on 3rd and long, Masick would find Jeremy Bender on the nice screen play. Bender would pick up 18 to set up a 4th and 2. And instead of going for the field goal, head coach Mark King elects to go for it. Calls on sophomore Eric Burbach, who gets the first down to the North Platte 15-yard line. A few plays later, Rockets inside the North Platte 10. But a fumble stops the drive, and we head into the locker room. Rockets only up 7-3. In the second half, before Masick and Erwin Sweeney even got to the field, the defense put the Rockets up 14-3. Nate Flegel, the magician, somehow comes out of the stack and rumbles 35 yards, the last 2 in the air. And just like that, Northeast was up 10-3. North Platte would turn the ball over to the Rockets again, this time at their own 25-yard line. Northeast would turn this into a field goal. This puts the Rockets up 17-3. They would add one more late fourth-quarter touchdown. The Rockets remain undefeated with a 24-3 win over North Platte.
The first signs of fall blew through Lincoln last week, making a perfect backdrop for this week's edition of Lincoln's Best.
Lincoln's Best is brought to you by Lincoln Racket Club, celebrating 25 years as Lincoln's premier family health and fitness center.
It's time to turn our attention toward Week 4 of the fall sports season. Lincoln Northeast and Lincoln East go head-to-head in gymnastics on Tuesday, while the LPS Golf Invitational tees off at Mahoney. On Wednesday, the LPS tourney wraps up while Wesleyan battles Hastings in men's soccer. The Wesleyan volleyball team heads up big games on Thursday with an NIAC showdown with Doane, while Pius takes on Norris. Friday, there's a couple of football games of note. Pius takes on Omaha Northwest, and Southeast hosts Norfolk. Finally, Saturday, Wesleyan takes on Midland at 1 o'clock, and Nebraska hosts K-State in volleyball. We have to pause one more time, but we'll be right back to wrap things up after this.
The latest U.S. Surgeon General's report emphatically states that regular physical activity and becoming physically fit improves your health. Don't delay. Begin a physical fitness program today. At Lincoln Racket Club, we offer fitness testing, personalized training, counseling, education, and the widest variety of classes and programs to help you. Currently, we're offering a 30-day money-back guarantee to all new one-year adult members. Stop by or call 423-CLUB for a free tour today. Lincoln Racket Club, celebrating 25 years as Lincoln's premier family health and fitness complex.
One thing I've noticed about people who drive Toyotas, they smile a lot. Why are you smiling so much?
The trunk space is incredible. My Camry is very affordable because it allowed us to get a lot more car for our money. It's really nice to have the CD player. Yeah, I rock out.
Camry's low lease price will have you smiling too. Now just $229 a month for the best car built in America.
What makes me smile is my significant other has fell in love with my Toyota Camry. I think he might marry me because of that choice.
Driving a Toyota means miles of smiles, so go see your Toyota dealer today.
Lincoln is well known for its safe environment and for being a great place for families to live. As school opens this fall, please take extra precautions to help kids get to school safely. Kids walk, ride buses, ride bicycles, and drive to school. Some even enjoy getting on their inline skates. When you see a school bus stopped with flashing red lights, traffic from both directions must stop. As you approach a school crossing, please slow down and be prepared to stop. We need your help in keeping Lincoln safe.
Well, that's all the time we have for this week. Be sure to join us next week when we feature NU setter Fiona Nepo, plus highlights and our Athlete of the Week. Until then, have a good week, and we'll see you next week right here on Sports Edge.
Sports Edge is sponsored by Amoco. We've got Lincoln covered. Lawler's, real gear for real players. Anderson Ford, Nebraska's discount superstore. Sports World, the name says it all. Tim Burke's wardrobe, provided by Ben Simons. People will notice.